Don't forget to like, share and subscribe the video before starting it. You all know that living things, despite great diversity in shape, size and appearance, have basic common features such as all organisms grow in size, all organisms multiply in number, that is they produce their own kind, they respond to stimuli and adjust to change in the surrounding environment. To perform all these activities they need energy. Energy comes from food. Therefore, all living organisms carry out basic life processes like nutrition, respiration, excretion, response, and reproduction. However, green plants make their food by the process of photosynthesis. Therefore, plants are called autotrophs. Nutrition in plants is called autotrophic nutrition. So, in this topic, we are going to learn about photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which green parts of plants make food from carbon dioxide and water with the help of chlorophyll, which is the green pigment and energy from sunlight. During photosynthesis, glucose is synthesized and oxygen is released. During photosynthesis, solar energy is trapped by chlorophyll and changed into chemical energy in the form of glucose. The glucose thus prepared is distributed to different parts of the plants. Now let us learn about the basic process of photosynthesis. Chlorophyll traps light or solar energy and becomes energized. This energy is used in the splitting of water molecule into H plus or OH minus radicals. This process is called photolysis of water. Oxygen from OH minus is released into air. Hydrogen combines with carbon dioxide to form glucose. Glucose is used by cells as source of energy and also in the synthesis of starch. Extra glucose is stored in the form of starch in different parts of the plants. Do you know that leaf is a photosynthetic organ? Leaves are the main photosynthetic organs in the plant. Photosynthesis also occurs in the cells of green stems. Leaves have following adaptations to carry out photosynthesis. All green cells have chlorophyll, the photosynthetic pigment to trap solar energy. Chlorophyll is contained into the chloroplasts, so chloroplasts are actual sites of photosynthesis in the cells. Leaves have broad and flat surfaces to absorb sunlight and carbon dioxide. They are arranged at right angles to the solar rays so that maximum area is exposed. Leaves have stomata for the entry of carbon dioxide needed for photosynthesis and for exit of oxygen produced during photosynthesis. Now let us learn about the reaction of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis contains 6 carbon dioxide molecules plus 6 water molecules, which is equal to glucose plus 6 oxygen molecules. Now let us move towards stomata. Stomata are minute pores in the epidermis of leaves. They act as passage for carbon dioxide from atmosphere into the leaf and oxygen from leaf into the atmosphere. Each stoma is guarded by 2 kidney-shaped guard cells and opens into a small air cavity inside the leaf. During daytime, when photosynthesis takes place, stomata remain open to let carbon dioxide from the atmosphere enter the leaf. At night, when there is no light and no photosynthesis is taking place, stomata gets closed to avoid loss of water by transpiration. Now let us see the opening and closing of stomata. It is carried out by guard cells. In sunlight, water from the surrounding cells enters the guard cells. The guard cells become turgid or swell up due to the accumulation of water. Their outer thin walls bulge out and the inner thick walls are drawn apart. The stomatal opening between the two guard cells widens, making the stomach open. At the time of closing or stomatal opening, water comes out of the guard cells and they become flaccid or get shrunk. Their inner thick walls become straight and the stomata gets closed. You all must be knowing the 4 factors affecting photosynthesis: light, water, temperature, and carbon dioxide. Light or sunlight is essential for photosynthesis. Its duration, intensity, and quality affects rate of photosynthesis. For example, less light slows down the rate of photosynthesis, and too much bright light destroys chlorophyll and hampers photosynthesis. Second is water. Reduced availability of water causes closure of stomata. This causes reduction of carbon dioxide availability to the cell and drops the photosynthesis. Third is temperature. Optimum temperature for photosynthesis is 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. It is slow at low temperature and also slows down when temperature is 40 degrees Celsius and because enzymes get denatured at high temperature. Fourth is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide concentration in air also influences rate of photosynthesis. The rate of photosynthesis increases with an increase in carbon dioxide concentration up to zero point 0.1 degree. Beyond this concentration, the rate of photosynthesis decreases. Now let us learn about the significance of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a life-supporting process. It provides oxygen for respiration to all living plants and animals on this planet, food for all in the form of glucose. Fate of glucose. Energy from glucose. A part of glucose synthesized in the leaves is immediately utilized by the cells where it is formed to release energy during respiration. Starch from glucose. Some glucose is converted into starch and sugars for storage. Proteins and fats from glucose. Amino acids and proteins are synthesized from glucose and nitrogen compounds absorbed by roots. Fats are also synthesized from glucose. Translocation of glucose. Glucose is soluble in water and is transported to different parts of the plant through phloem. This is called translocation. Adaptation in leaves for photosynthesis. The large intercellular spaces between the cells of spongy parenchyma help in easy diffusion of carbon dioxide to every cell. The veins in the leaves contain both xylem and phloem elements. Xylem provides water to every cell in the leaf, and phloem helps in the translocation of food from the leaf to the other parts of the plants. Thus, it helps in photosynthesis. Plant cells have chloroplast. Chloroplast contains chlorophyll, which helps in trapping solar energy. Now let us do an experiment to show that sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis. Materials required: a potted plant, a piece of black paper, clips, a beaker, a burner, a test tube, a dropper, water, alcohol and iodine solution. Procedure: keep a green potted plant in dark for about 48 hours to discharge its leaves. Pluck one leaf and test it for starch to confirm that the plant is discharged. Cover part of a healthy leaf on the both sides with a strip of black paper. Place this plant in sunlight for at least 4 hours or more. Pluck the leaf, remove the black paper strip, boil the leaf first in water and then in alcohol. This destroys the chlorophyll and the leaf becomes colorless. Wash the leaf with warm water and put it in a petri dish. Pour a few drops of iodine solution on the leaf. Observation: the uncovered parts of the leaf that was exposed to sunlight turns blue-black, while the parts of the leaves which was covered with black strip does not turn blue-black. Conclusion: this shows that starch is formed only in those parts which are exposed to sunlight. No starch is formed in the covered part which could not get sunlight. This shows that sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis. Now let us do another experiment to show that chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. Materials required: potted plants with variegated leaves, burner, test tube, dropper, petri dish, water, paper, sketch pen, alcohol and iodine solution. Procedure: take a potted plant of Collis or Croton which has variegated leaves. Keep it in sunlight for a few hours. Pluck a leaf, sketch its shape on a plain white paper, mark the green and non-green areas, carry out a test tube for the presence of starch. Observation: the region marked green in the sketch shows blue-black color with iodine. The non-green region remains unchanged. It means starch is present in the green region of the leaf, where photosynthesis occurred. Conclusion: hence chlorophyll is essential for photosynthesis. Please subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon to receive new videos.